Ladies and gentlemen in the United States of America and music lovers all across the world, my artist name is Gary Barve for USA President, and I'm gonna sing my second original song, Word in Love. That's what I decided to name this song. And I think it's a really, really nice song. It's a romantic song, it's an emotional song, it's a sensual song, and the genre of the song is similar to my first original song, which was obviously Love Heartbeat. I think you're going to enjoy this song. I've decided this is going to be a piano-based song. So the only musical instrument that's going to play for this song, Word in Love, is going to be the piano. And I love the piano, I love the guitar as well, and I love a lot of different incredible music instruments like the drums as well and many more. But if I have to pick between either the piano or the guitar as my number one musical instrument just to listen to, that puts me in that different emotional state of mind, that transports me emotionally to a very, very happy, or I guess even more than happy, emotional state of mind that is desired by me, at least for a certain period of time, for a certain duration of time, every day. I think I would pick the piano for it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful musical instrument, especially when the piano artist is talented as well. And I do not personally know how to play any musical instrument. I do not play the piano or the guitar or the drums, and I just feel, at least from the perspective of the piano and the guitar, I have tried it just once or twice, but I don't think that I have the dexterity in my fingers to play the piano at the level that I would like to play it if I decide to get into playing the piano. Same with the guitar. It's a very, very difficult musical instrument to play, but if you can play it right, it just sounds beautiful. And I'm sure that's true with every other musical instrument as well, like the violin's fantastic as well, but I just gravitate towards the piano. And my friend Arthur will probably, if he accepts to play the piano for this song, will play this song on the piano, and I think it'll be a fantastic challenge for him as well. And he's a fantastic piano artist, a piano player. But all the cover songs that I've sung already have a existing song that a piano artist can refer to, right? For this song, it's going to be complete creativity. It's going to be total creativity because no one's sung this song before. I'm singing it for the first time. It's an original song. And so for any artist, instrument artist like a piano or a guitar artist, my usual message is use your complete creative freedom, use your complete piano play creative freedom to play the piano around this vocal however you want to play it. It's completely up to you. And then sometimes we might do one or two versions of the piano and pick the best one, but so far usually I've just gone with what the piano player has played, because I believe that creative freedom is very important in any art form, but even in piano. And the other thing I want to say is, I have heard that a lot of times, the usual way of going about music is you do a scratch music session, and basically you arrange the vocals based on the musical instruments, and then you sing the vocals to a particular beat, to a particular pre-decided way of singing. And I think that works for a lot of incredible music artists. I have absolutely nothing against that. But because I come from a different place from the perspective of music, I have no formal training in music. I love music. I've been listening to songs for about 30 years. I love music. But I've never been to music school. I've never learned really any music instruments. And so when I decided to sing my first song, Perfect, at the recording studio, Perfect obviously originally sung by the incredible music sensation Ed Sheeran, fantastic music artist, and he has a great success story as well. Watch some of his interviews, I would highly recommend it. How to never give up is something you can learn from Ed Sheeran. And But I digress with that. So what I was saying was that when I sang my first song Perfect, I had no structure to the way I think from the perspective of music, from the way I think from the perspective of creativity. Nobody had taught me how to sing a song or how to have instruments gelled in together or playing together with the vocals of a song. And so I basically decided that I'm just going to sing the vocals and then request either a piano player or a guitar player to play the piano or the guitar around the vocals. And initially people said, well, why is that? That's not the way it's done. And I said, well, I'm sure there's a reason for that, and I respect that reason. But I said, the fact that I do not have that structure to my music is an asset for me. It's also in some ways a disadvantage for me. I understand that. There are advantages to having a certain level of education, structure, training to music. I completely get that. But see, the way I think is, and I don't know if all the incredible music lovers listening in right now would resonate with what I'm saying. See, creativity and structure to the creativity are, in my opinion, almost complete opposites. Because creativity comes from freedom of the mind, freedom of the thought process, freedom of emotions. And if you give a lot of structure to this particular freedom of the emotion, freedom of the mind, freedom of creativity, then you're basically working against that very creativity, in my opinion. And is that right? Is that wrong? That's for each individual artist to decide. And whatever works for the artist to get the best final product, whether it's a song, a movie, whatever it is, that is, in that artist's situation, perfect, right? If whatever works for the artist, but for me, this seems to work well. Because see, for any song that is, for example, not a EDM song or a house music song or a techno song, which is beats oriented, right? EDM meaning electronic dance music, right? These are beats oriented songs. A lot of times you will hear incredible music artists like Armin van Buuren, he's one of my all-time favorites, EDM artists, or Tiesto, or some of the other, David Guetta, and many more incredible music artists who are in the EDM, house music, techno music genre of music. Maybe they will even agree with me that their music is dominated by the beat. It's dominated by the sound of the beat. And it has less vocal influence, and some of these songs do not even have vocals. It's beat dominated, that genre, EDM, techno, house music, they are all beat dominated song genre, music genre. But songs that I sing, which are pop songs or soft rock songs or rock songs usually, romantic songs, emotional songs, are not, in my opinion, beat-dominated songs. Does beat, in this case piano or guitar, does it play a part in enhancing the quality of the song? Definitely, 100%. The piano song will sound different and in most cases even better than a cappella song, which basically means a vocal-only song. Tremendous value add, melody add comes from the piano play, from the guitar play. But the song in itself is a vocal-dominated song. It's not a beat-dominated song as it is in techno, house, EDM music. And so I said, if it is a vocal-dominated song, shouldn't the beat play around the vocal? I think that makes sense. The vocals, if they are the main part of the song, that should be the first thing. There should be most freedom of the mind associated with the vocals. And then a talented piano player or a talented guitar player should say, all right, here's what we have. The vocals are there. Now how do we enhance this song from the perspective of musical instruments by playing the piano or the guitar around it, or whichever musical instrument, the violin or drums, whichever musical instrument. I tend to gravitate towards piano and guitar. That's why I'm saying piano or guitar. It applies to all musical instruments. And that's why For me, so far, I've always done it this way. I sing the vocals, I send in the vocal to a talented guitar player or a talented piano player and say, would you be able to play the guitar or the piano around this song? And most of the times, the piano artist or the guitar artist accepts the challenge. It is a challenge, I completely understand that. It is tougher because the vocals are already there and now the instrumentation has to be around it. And so it's much more tougher to do it that way. But so far I think most of the artists that I have approached from the perspective of the piano or the guitar have accepted that challenge, and I really, really appreciate the fact that the piano players and the guitar players that did accept this challenge accepted the challenge, because I do completely understand that it is a tough task and a different task from the perspective of playing instruments around a vocal that is already there as compared to playing the instrument on which the vocal is already based on. So anyways, I hope this makes sense. I think it will resonate with some people. I think it will not resonate with some people. There's no right or wrong in this. This is a personal perspective thing, and every artist can have their own preference, and I completely respect that. I just wanted to give my perspective on this particular thought process, and feel free to let me know if you agree with me or not. Anyways, now we're going to be singing Word in Love from music artist Gary Barve for USA President. And I am not sure if this will be a one-take song, so to speak, because some of the cover songs that I've sung, I've listened to those songs at least 100 times, right? So it's very easy for me, relatively speaking, to get the tune right, to get the melody right. Even if I change the musical arrangement a little bit, it's based on an existing song that I really, really love, that I really, really appreciate. But this song, I'm singing for the first time. We'll see what happens, all right? The name of the song is Word in Love. This is music artist Gary Barve for USA President. Enjoy.